What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a monthly manifestation reading for the sign of Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, you guys are last but not least in the zodiac lineup for group one. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay? So, if you guys have been on my channel for a while, you know I had monthly manifestations out before, but didn't really get out as much as I wanted as far as like a full year. It was kind of broken up in how I was doing the readings. And so, obviously, it was not time for them just yet. So I have reloaded the readings to kind of be a little bit more extensive in a way to give you guys a little bit more energy. The universe and the ancestors have pretty much kind of told me that it appears that the collective is ready for a little bit more extensive reading when it comes to maybe manifestation. So I've decided to bring these back. Okay, I'm using the Moonology deck still from prior by Yasmin Bolin. I've probably been saying her name wrong for the last few readings. Okay, so if you're interested in the Moonology, um, pretty much uh, process by her, by all means, you can go and check that out. She does make a planner, and there's a journal, if you will, that you can also get that kind of coincides with the deck. Okay. I also use a moon calendar if you want to kind of follow along with the moon phases. Okay. But nonetheless, if you are new to the channel and you've never seen it before, welcome. You can go on my channel and look at my playlist, and monthly manifestations is in there to kind of give you an idea of how these readings work. Okay. Um, but primarily, it's about following the moon phases to help you manifest whatever it is that you are looking to accomplish in your life. All right. So we have the new moon, which is where you should kind of start your newest intentions, okay, or um, grab hold to any new energy is on the new moon, which is, this is, of course, your reading for January. So the new moon for January is on the 11th. The first quarter moon is kind of like your halfway point for your intention as far as working towards completion. So, kind of check in on your progress to see where you are come the first quarter moon, which is the 17th of January. Then we have the full moon, which is on the 25th, which you should be finished or have, close to achieving your goal that you've set for yourself. Okay. So, just three main dates. Okay. But there's, of course, a little bit more detail into it. And so that is when we get into the summary of January. Okay. So the month of January is going to be considered for heightened intuition to start the year off. Okay. 2024 is going to be a year of balance anyway for everyone in some shape, form, or fashion. January being the first month, if you study numerology, it is talking about intuition and kind of being your own individual, okay, Scorpio, for you, okay, not for anyone else. So your intuition will definitely be heightened, especially on the new moon being the 11th, so 111, okay. If you've been seeing that number a lot, it's trying to tell you to move forward and follow your intuition on something that maybe you've been asking of the universe if you are into metaphysical work or spiritual, okay. The 6th of January, okay, is a little bit of a kind of sneaky day that kind of comes in January before the new moon that will lead to some form of an epiphany on something that you're working on, okay, or maybe a personal goal that you're trying to attain, okay, personal growth, maybe, all right, and that is within 6 days before the new moon, okay. So the new moon on the 11th, you have the 6th as an epiphany day, okay. So that's going to be kind of a very heady day for you where a lot of things are just going to click, okay. So be prepared for a major change in awareness of your goals and reevaluate a process before the first quarter moon, which is another 6 days. So the new moon on the 11th, then on the 17th is the first quarter moon, is 6 days in between that. There's going to be some reevaluating of things, okay, in the sense of maybe again, learning and a lot of personal growth, I think, within you, Scorpio, okay. If you are trying to obtain a particular goal that's materialistic, these are still helpful in regards to that. But Scorpio, this balance for 2024, again, taking that year only and just adding that up equals up to 8, okay. This not only will be a year of balance for you guys, Scorpio, but it will kind of cause the new phase of your life moving forward, okay, is what is bound to happen throughout 2024, okay, for personal growth, okay. So kind of if you've been going through like growing pains in a way, you can kind of anticipate getting through those in 2024 slowly but surely, okay. Just all depends on your motivation to do so, okay. So let's go ahead and get into your reading now, all right. I'm going to shuffle the deck. I already pre-shuffled and sat in y'all's energy before I started, but just going to go ahead and shuffle for you guys again so we can really get into your energy a little bit deeper, okay. So 3 cards will be pulled, 1 from the top, 1 from the bottom, and 1 energetically from the middle. They are all still associated with the moon phases of the new moon, first quarter moon, and full moon energy, okay. Same questions from the original reading are going to be used for this deck, but additional questions such as tapping into your present self and going into your higher self will be tapped into during this reading, okay. So we're all shuffled. 1 from the top is your new moon energy. 1 from the bottom is in regards to your first quarter moon energy. And then 1 energetically from the middle, which I'm going to go here and then under. See if I can grab this. This is your full moon energy, okay. We'll go through these first and then we will clarify with general writer's weight to get a little bit more into the energy, okay. So Scorpio, let's see what you have for the new moon. What should be the mindset towards your intention or goal during the new moon? Don't let pride get in the way. Now, I saw this while I was shuffling. This is part of Cancer's reading as well. I don't know why, but every time, no matter what group of the zodiac lineup that I do, you guys end up piggybacking off of each other, okay? So Cancer got this. You may have some Cancer energy in your birth chart, okay? Now, all of these readings are meant to be for the sun sign of whoever is getting a reading. So it's supposed to be for Scorpio's sun, but you could have a Scorpio placement or you have Cancer placement, and maybe you need to go and look at that reading as well. Only a particular part of it will probably resonate with you, okay? So only if you're compelled to, but you got the same card in the same place as Cancer. Cancer, okay? Leo energy here, all right? So those are two signs that are getting honorable mentions. Your co-water sign got it, and then you also could have a Leo energy around you, okay? But don't let pride get in your way, okay? You could be just as prideful as Cancer in regards to something in particular, okay? Again, it may be something more so geared towards personal growth, okay? Maybe not wanting to be vulnerable in a way, or not wanting to be seen as less than, okay, is kind of the feeling that I'm getting more so for you than for Cancer, okay? Let's move on to your first quarter moon energy. Will or have you made any progress by the first quarter moon for what it is that you're looking for? And it says surrender to the divine, okay? Surrender to the divine. Full moon energy, period, okay? Meaning, if this is coming up during the first quarter moon, then by full moon, you need to surrender to the divine, okay? In the sense of giving it up to the universe, okay? You've probably, if you have asked for it, if you've meditated on it, prayed on it, whatever you do to kind of receive some kind of, again, epiphany, okay? And re-evaluating your life and things that you have done, you need to surrender to the divine, okay? Something that could be in alignment for you to do that you keep avoiding, okay? The divine has been trying to help you, okay? Lastly, full moon energy. Has or is the intention or goal being achieved? Meaning by the full moon, which is January 25th. And it says a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo, okay? A time to give rather than to take, okay? So by full moon, maybe you come to this realization that it is better to give than to receive, okay? Which is a very good sentiment, all right? If you've spent more time taking than giving, then it's something that you should consider, okay? Also, possibly working on your empathy or sympathy towards someone, okay? As they have done for you. Maybe it's something you've been taking advantage of, okay? So let's get into the general Rider's Waite. Like I said, we do have the Eight of Wands and the Moon, okay? So Pisces energy, your other co-water sign, kind of blending in here in regards to kind of hiding something as far as communications or actions with someone, okay? Maybe hiding that you want to move forward with someone in particular, or been hiding from doing so, okay? One more shuffle here. Again, now we have the Four of Pentacles with the Eight of Wands, holding back on maybe something of value. Could be information with Pentacles being there. Could be holding back on funds, as far as monetary for some of you. Again, take what resonates and pass the rest to the next, okay? We have one from the top for the new moon energy, one from the bottom for the first quarter moon energy, and then one energetically from the middle. And I think I'm gonna go here with it. Multiple energies on the clarifying, so you could have a placement again, possibly in Scorpio if you're looking at this reading. We'll look at the bottom of the deck to see what the overall outcome is between this energy after we run through, okay? So Scorpio, let's check that new moon energy, what's clarifying it. And you have the Five of Pentacles, which was in Cancer's reading, but it was here on first quarter moon, okay? Don't let pride get in the way. Five of Pentacles. It could have something to do with your financial status, okay? You could be maybe struggling a little bit. I'm not going to say like out in the cold type vibes, like I don't know if it's a imminent eviction possibly, or just finding it hard to stay above water in a way, maybe in regards to bills kind of piling up, or just not being able to. It's always like maybe you're just a little bit short sometimes, okay? And you're very prideful in the sense of not wanting to ask for any monetary help, okay? If you have like maybe it's your parents possibly, or family of some sort, that you don't want them thinking that you're not able to take care of yourself, especially depending on what age you are, because that sometimes does play a part in being an adult after you move out of your home. It's like you want to, well, out of your parents' home, you want to prove that you're able to take care of yourself, okay? And so every now and again we do struggle and we fall by the wayside sometimes, but take accountability if it is a sense of, you know, you're doing what you're supposed to do, or you're getting your money but you're maybe doing some frivolous spending. That is probably why you are short, okay? And so I don't know about you, but some parents, you know, are, I'm not going to say mine, but per se, but some parents, you know, want to know, what are you doing with your money? Why are you always needing help all the time? So, you know, that may be a part of it, especially kind of like hiding things in a way with that Pisces energy. Okay, some people may start or have gotten tired of, you know, lending money to you and wondering, you know, why are you always needing, you know, extra assistance. So kind of, you know, take accountability during this first monthly manifestation of January to reevaluate what it is that you need to focus on, or maybe correct when it comes to your life and personal growth, okay? Next is first quarter moon energy. What is clarifying this surrender to the divine, okay? It's the Nine of Cups here, okay? Nine of Cups in the sense of the first quarter moon, all right? It is feeling secure within yourself. Surrender to the divine, okay? As far as accomplishments, okay? I kind of get this sense of false accomplishments, and this again could roll back into Scorpio sun sign and not a placement in Scorpio, okay? You're secure within yourself. You need to make sure that you thank the divine, okay, for the accomplishments that you have, okay? Yes, you have done the legwork. Yes, you are the one putting in the work and doing what you need to do, okay? But you have asked for assistance in some way from the divine. If you didn't want to go through, you know, your family, maybe you use prayer or manifestation in some way, okay? Now, I've talked about it just slightly on my channel. I haven't really gotten in depth into ancestor offerings. I did suggest it like maybe about a year or two ago, for you to check out a particular reader on YouTube, 303 High Priestess, is where I learned and found out about ancestor money. So it's literally a paper note that's like Josh paper, and you burn it and write a message to pretty much help clear out the karmic debt of your ancestors. Now, mind you, when you do that, you are helping clear out their karmic debt first, okay? Whatever is left thereafter is then to help them live a very fruitful life in the afterlife and to possibly assist you. Okay, so the new year, by this time you're seeing this after the new year. Make sure that if you didn't during the new year coming into 2024, that you do some kind of offering or just verbal praise to your ancestors and to the divine for helping you get into this alignment, okay, of this secure accomplishment that you have had, because you have not done it by yourself. The divine has been there, okay? Next, let's get into this full moon energy here, okay, which is a time to give rather than receive, is a page of swords, okay? Page of swords, going with this full moon energy of if you have accomplished your goal, okay? Again, the page of swords reminds me of light communication, air energy, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra, okay? It like I said, Virgo energy is on that moon card there, but it's only light communication that you're doing, or not full on acknowledgement, okay? Very small communication in regards to maybe connections around you, about thanking them for maybe those who are physically here on earth that have helped you, giving them some light praise, okay? Just to start maybe in a way of reconnecting, or just again light praise for little small things such as being supportive, or thanking them for the time that they were there and maybe offered you some monetary assistance. Now, the overall outcome here is a Queen of Pentacles, okay? Queen of Pentacles. Someone of value here, maybe someone who was very helpful in a way that again is of value, giving them an offer a little bit more than maybe others, okay, is possibly imminent for you guys, Scorpio, okay? Maybe, I'm not going to say a mother figure because usually that is the Empress card, but it could be someone else who has been helpful outside of your family, possibly, or maybe extended family that no one knows has been helping you, okay? They deserve a lot of thanks, okay, from you, but again, light communication in regards to, because I feel like, I don't want to say, I feel the word arrogance, but I don't want to say it, but it's kind of there, like looming. So try not to be very arrogant in your communications to people in regards to judging them for how much they have assisted you. Just thank them overall, okay, is the best thing that I can say to you, Scorpio. All right. So we're going to go into the Making Magic deck here, which is just to get you a message of support in regards to helping you achieve or manifest your goal. Okay? Supporting message for Scorpio. Supporting message for Scorpio. If we get a jump card, I'll take it. Otherwise, I will just go ahead and cut the deck when I get to a point of needing to stop. Okay. And we'll refer directly to the bottom of the deck to get your message. Okay. So you have exactly the same message that I believe Libra had, which is time to shine. Okay, time to shine. It says create the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. Okay, creates the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. Now, I do feel like in doing that, it is because you acknowledge that you have not been able to do or accomplish what you have alone, okay? You did have some additional help, okay? So I'm also going to just lift this up and get one more additional message, okay? You have also the same message as Cancer up underneath, and I'm feeling three messages, okay? So I win 3 rays of light, okay? 3 rays of light, balancing male and female energies, peace and harmony, okay? Centering yourself, Scorpio, back to the modest person that maybe you used to be, or, kind of revisiting the ability to be modest, okay? It's never, too bad to toot your own horn, but when it gets a little bit too much, you need to tone it down some, okay? The last message, and now I'm feeling you're going to get 4, and I always go harder for you guys for some reason. Felix felicitatious. Felicitous. Y'all can tell me if I'm saying that word correctly or not in the comments. I'm fine with it, okay? Power symbol to create lucky, serendipitous events, okay? Felicitous, okay? Felix. Power symbol to create lucky, serendipitous events, okay? Is another message for you guys, okay? So there is some serendipity to be had, all right? The last one is healing feminine energy goddess, okay? No one, I don't think anyone got this message during the readings, but goddess, like I said, Empress came out earlier, like I said, maybe thanking a mother figure, but only if it was an Empress, and it is the Queen of Pentacles. So again, someone either extended family or someone outside of the family that deserves a lot of praise, okay? So let's get into your last 2 oracle cards here, which the first one, like I said, we're going to tap into, and I probably haven't said it yet, but if you have watched any of the other ones, you should now know we're going to hit into your present self energy and your higher self energy, okay? I'm going to start off with the elemental oracle, and I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these, okay? What is the energy of the present self for Scorpio? What is the energy of the present self for Scorpio? Just remember, Scorpio, I can't stress it enough to always thank the divine, especially if you have, been, again, doing that, behind the scenes that no one knows about, okay? When it comes to manifesting, okay? We're going to refer to the bottom of the deck. And we have attraction, magnetism, okay? Attraction, magnetism, number 37 coming here, equaling out to 10, so a form of awakening, all right, after we center ourselves and we find the inner strength from within, okay? So we have this kind of child sitting on a bed, but looking out into the galaxy. It looks as though looking out to maybe Saturn or Jupiter, maybe. But there's some cosmic scenery outside of this bed, okay? And so attraction, magnetism, okay? Something maybe very spiritual within for you, Scorpio. Tapping into that inner child a little bit. which is something that is constantly talked about on the channel, of kind of healing that energy, okay? Healing goddess energy possibly is referring to maybe a connection with someone that you need to heal the connection, okay? So I'm going to hold this here. Its word of power is magnetis, which is Greek. Know your values and needs so you are more aware of what your true attractions are. Do not run with the herd, okay? Notice what or who you attract. Is this your intent? There is always nemesis, opposite energy to any endeavor you might take. This should not bother you as it is a natural law, okay? It should not bother you as it is a natural law. But are you really wanting to attract the energy that you have been attracting, okay? And so if you have been, again, this is about personal growth. How you represent yourself is how people receive you, okay? And in that sentiment earlier about a time to give than to take, is to give your true representation of yourself and not give a false representation and take someone's, maybe being gullible in accepting that false representation, okay? That's for someone in particular, okay? Scorpios, don't come for me in the comments because I didn't send for you, okay? This is just a message from the universe to you, okay? To just be mindful of doing that, okay? If you are not liking the energy that you are attracting, it is something that you are emanating that people are pulling from, okay, and are coming to you, all right? If, again, I will kind of hint on one of my favorite Dave Chappelle jokes from Killing Me Softly, where he talks about a woman dressing up in like prostitute clothing and wanting, and somebody ends up coming to her asking her to perform an act, and he's like, well, he decides to dress up in a cop uniform doesn't mean that he's actually a cop, but just because he's dressed that way you assume that. And so the same goes for you, okay? Take that as you will, all right? I love that stand up. It was one of my favorites. I can sit and watch that all day. Between that and, yeah, Killing Me Softly is my favorite one of his. Now, sidebar. We're now going into the what is the potential energy for the higher self of Scorpio. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle one more time. Protects the energy to get a clear message for you guys. I'm going to go and then cut by threes. And we'll refer to the bottom of the deck to see what is ahead for your higher self. Okay? You have the law of creation. Focus your mind to create your deepest desire. Okay? Focus your mind to create your deepest desire. We have this pathway that's just kind of multiplying into a beam of light here, okay, with a crescent moon in the distance, okay. We have waters here, a little bit of smoke, if you will, clouds, kind of fog emanating over the waters, all right. Beautiful imagery, very light energy here. Hopefully, maybe you kind of use this for a meditation, if you will, to kind of screenshot that and kind of look into it when you're meditating. Hopefully you're getting your meditations done during new moon instead of full moon, so that way you can really tap into new energy moving forward, we're going to page 5, which is to promote change for you in some shape, form, or fashion. Okay? It is necessary going into this new year. Okay? It says here you are directing energy upon universal law and manifesting the outpicturing of your life right now with zero effort whatsoever. By by drawing this card, your higher self desires for you to awaken to the truth of who you are. You are a divine spiritual being, creating your reality via the beliefs within your soul. This is a message telling you to acknowledge yourself for all the beautiful things and experiences you have created up to this point in your life. Pick one thing today to create without getting sidetracked and complete it. Once you have accomplished this one thing, you will experience more of your divinity and ability to consciously create. Okay? Pick one thing to create today and don't get yourself sidetracked and make sure you complete it. This is the purpose of this reading, okay? Is to not just do one thing, but one thing at a time and actually follow, the moon phases to help you create, okay? But definitely start becoming who you actually are. Stop hiding behind a facade, okay? You're a divine spiritual being, Scorpio. Especially if you are, again, doesn't matter if you're religious, doesn't matter if you're spiritual, okay? Both are one in the same, okay? But definitely, appreciate the accomplishments that you've made. But if you have already done this, make sure you thank the divine because you did not do it by yourself, okay? So I'm a little bit over on y'all, but it always happens, all right? But hopefully you guys enjoy this reading. Make sure to like or subscribe if you are not, so that way you can get notified when I do another reading for your sign. Okay. I truly appreciate your patronage. See you guys in the next one. Peace.